Hello, how are you guys doing today? So, I just wanted to shoot you guys a quick message just because we've got news about the quarantine lasting another month. Um, Kind of where I'm at is, when we first initially got the news about it, my first my instinct was to shut down. My husband was gone at a men's retreat that weekend, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to shut down. Sat and watched TV and just kind of vegged out. And I just like, okay, I can do this for a couple weeks. That was where I wanted to go initially. And then I think it was a few hours later, I got a text from a friend just saying, hey, what are you up to? This is a great opportunity for you. Still stay out there. Don't lose hope. And I needed that reminder. And I want you to know that we still can have hope. It is a choice that we are making. So I'm sending this out for all of you to hopefully give you some hope. Even after I got the news yesterday about the quarantine lasting another month. Once again, first instinct, shut down. And I'm not saying that's the right instinct, but that's what my body naturally wanted to do, was to shut down. That is not an option. I'm not going to shut down. I will I will honor what I'm feeling. I will listen to that and give myself grace and give myself that day. And that's what I'm doing today, is giving myself the day to not force myself to do as much, just be and rest in the stillness and the beauty that is all around us. For me, it's in God's presence. For you, whatever that may be, but just rest in his presence and just turn it all over to him, because it's not in my control. Clearly seeing that now, it's definitely not in our control, but we get to choose how we respond to it. So my choice going forward, as I did last time when I wanted to shut down, was nope, I need to keep serving, because the more I keep serving, it is creating a ripple effect of good and a snowball effect of good that's going to carry on. So even if it's just me and myself that's sending out the peace, I know it's more than that. That's going to make a huge shift. So that's where my focus is every day. Part of the reason I do the daily meditations as well is to keep me accountable, to keep me showing up, so that no matter what, I know I'm still here to serve and to help others to become their best selves. And that doesn't change. Even if we are quarantined, we can all still be working on ourselves of who we're becoming. So right now it's, I've been figuring out where I need to continue to grow, what skills I need to be working on right now, and continue to transform my mind. So being renewed by the transformation of my mind. And that's what I'm focusing on, not at, where I'm at and what is going on around me. I can't change that, but I can control how I'm showing up. So for me today, it's doing the self-care stuff, slowing down, taking walks, going for another one in a little bit. I'm adding to my routine of doing at least 2 walks outside every day, no matter what, even if it doesn't look beautiful outside or it's raining or snowing or whatever this weather will be. I'm going to keep showing up. And even if it's for one person, that makes a big difference. So I'll keep doing it, even if it is just for one person, or even if it's just for me and my husband. I'll keep showing up. I'm not giving up. I will not allow fear to dominate me. I will not allow any negativity to take me down. I may sit in it for a little bit to process it, to allow that information to show up and to see what it's trying to reflect to me, so that I can now choose to respond differently and not sit in that space or allow myself to respond from that space of negativity. And that's something I want to encourage each one of you. If you're in that space of just fear, overwhelmed, just stop, pause, notice what you're feeling, reflect on it, write about it, and then come back and respond when you're in a better mindset, a better vibration, so that you are sending out what you want to receive more of. It's a process. It's not perfect. You keep learning by falling down. This is how we practice, is we learn by failing. We learn by just continually showing up, even when no one is watching, because they're always watching. Someone can always see what you're doing. Even if you don't think that they're paying attention, they're paying attention. So I want to encourage you in that, and just know that you have support, you have love, that you're surrounded, even if it's right now just by your family, and maybe they're driving you a little crazy. Okay, well, what is this teaching you? And that's where I want to encourage you to kind of, okay, what is this teaching me? What can I learn from this? What is the feedback I'm receiving? And that's all it is feedback. And just take your time to process it, but then show up the next day and keep showing up. Keep showing up for the routine that you have established, because now more than ever, we need our structure of our days, or else we may end up going to the other side. So let's just keep that routine of, waking up, starting your day with gratitude, meditation, exercising, eating right, doing all of these things, getting a great night of sleep. We've got lots of time now, so you have no excuses about not sleeping enough. And then and continue to figure out what it is that you are envisioning for your life and keep moving forward towards it. Even if you're not experiencing the impacts from it yet, just keep making it a practice so it becomes a habit, so it becomes the way of being, and it'll shift on the inside. And that's what you learn. Oops. You gotta love social media timers. But that's what we learn in this process, is who we are becoming. And right now it feels like I have to try to do some of this stuff. Initially it is like that, but over time it becomes your way of being, and then it just is. You don't have to try anymore. For me, part of that is my daily gratitude practice, now my meditation practice, working out every morning. I mean, even when I was on a missions trip in Guatemala, I was still out there working out every single morning. I know I was getting ready to go move some dirt, but I still worked out because that was part of my routine, that I thought it was important to carry it out, just to get my heart rate going, to get my metabolism going. So don't sacrifice those things right now, even if you're feeling like shrinking. And I get it, because that's where I want to go to. I want to shrink, but me shrinking isn't what needs to happen in this world. And I'm getting a little emotional because there's so much going on. But I'm giving myself the grace and the space today to just figure out what that looks like and what this new normal is, as well as figuring out, okay, what things can I be working on so that after this whole quarantine is over, I can have things automated and structures in place so I can support more people and help more people to transform their lives from the inside out, because that's what I get to do, is help people from the inside out with everything that I do, whether it be coaching, hypnosis, or even yoga, where we're connecting our body and our mind. They're beautiful gifts. It's all about mind, body, wellness. And that is what I'm here to support more and more people with, is to recognize the gifts that they've been given and ignite that light inside of them. Each one of us has them. They're all unique and special to us, just like our breath is unique and special to us. Our fingerprints are unique and special to us. We are a gift to this world. So keep showing up. And if you feel like shrinking, let me know. Message me. Reach out to me, because I'm going to help you through that, because I'm going through it myself. So that's been one of my greatest teachers in this life, is experiencing something. And I had a great lesson very early in life. 6 months after me and my husband were married, he fell off a ladder and nearly died. He fell 28 feet and nearly died. That forever changed my life. And now I can look at that experience and be truly grateful for it and know that it was for a purpose. Because in that moment, what happened? I shrank. But I also saw what happened when I shrank in that time. I got really depressed, stressed, overwhelmed. I wasn't doing much. I had lost my job at that time. So I was on unemployment. But I gained weight. I stopped eating right. Everything fell to pieces. But what it did is it made me recognize the importance of having these routines and structures in place so that I can serve more people. So I'm grateful for that. For me, really my biggest wake-up call was I couldn't even make it through a 10-minute workout, a 10-minute warm-up, I should say. I couldn't make it through it. I was dying, or at least I thought I was dying at that time. Wasn't really dying. That's more like metaphorically speaking, but I felt like I was. I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. My clothes don't fit anymore. I'm having to buy new clothes because I've gained too much weight. It was a wake-up call. And from that point on is when I started intentionally living my day and started building in habits and routines that made me a better version for the world, for everybody. So I'm hoping that just me being on here today inspires you and motivates you to get out of your own way and start taking the steps you need to take right now to still continue to transform your mind with this time that we've been given. We've been given this gift of time, of stillness. So what are you using it for? Who are you becoming in this process? Because it's a choice. Shutting down and saying there's nothing to do is a choice, or showing up. And I'm not saying you have to be on every single day, but showing up even just a little and taking that inspired action, I want to encourage you to do that. And I'm here to support you in that. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I love you, I support you, and I believe in you. And I like to tell a lot of people this. You can borrow my belief until you believe. I borrowed someone else's belief at one point in my journey because I didn't believe. But now I have a stronger believing, and I can help you believe when you can't believe in yourself. So it all starts with you, and it all starts with transforming the inside world to reflect what we want to see on the outside. Hey, Sharon. And it's really just recognizing what it is. So get still, enjoy the stillness we've been given, and figure out what are those things that you want to work on improving. What are those things that you want to start transforming into your life to become more of? And that's where it all starts. Yes, I agree wholeheartedly, is holding that sacred space for others, because we all desperately need it. Is that space and time to process it so that we can get clearer and start to see outside of our frame of our life that we currently live in, to see things differently. Well, what if that was an option or a possibility? Because the possibilities are limitless. We are the ones that puts those limitations on ourselves. So I'm here to encourage you and to help you to keep showing up every day, no matter what. And I will be here. I'm not going anywhere. I may take little breaks here and there because I need space to process, because I can feel, I'm an empath. I feel people's energy, and I felt this huge surge today because of that news yesterday. So I have to honor that, and I have to give myself the time and space to process it so that then tomorrow I can show up better. But I can't do that if I don't take the day today to process and become and just enjoy that stillness. So I'm wishing you all a blessed and happy day. If you need any support or accountability, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm still working on my business, on the business that God has put on my heart to help people transform their lives, and I'm not giving up. There is no surrender here. Fear, get behind me, because part of my journey is learning how to befriend fear and take that action no matter what, even when I am fearful, because once I take that step, the next step appears, and it keeps happening that way. It's no coincidence. Fear is a liar, and it's trying to keep us playing small. Nuh-uh. You are not welcome here. I am going to keep showing up, and I'm going to help others transform this world, because together we can all be the light, and we can ignite each other to remind each other of the truth. And that's what I'm here for today, is to remind you of the truth, that everything you need is already within you, and that's not changed. So keep figuring out where you need to grow and what you want to develop, and then let's take the next step and start working on that. Start reading, start listening to something that's going to fulfill you and renew your mind so you can be transformed from the inside out. I love each one of you.